Hello, hello. Welcome in Aloha Gator. Welcome in Roto. Welcome in D1. Welcome in Big Iron. Welcome in Pain Wheel Roll of Beef. Thank you for your 29 months. Holy shit, 29 months. That's crazy. Welcome in Doc. I'm so happy you guys are enjoying the seal soy emote. It gives me great joy to see you guys using it. It's so fun. It's so fun. Let's see. I think I said hello to everyone, right? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna switch over because we have 30 minutes of stalling! Yay! Are you guys ready for 30 minutes of stalling before I make the announcement? I know I am. I'm gonna start the timer now to get it out of the way. Start. Here we go. Before stream, I was like looking for an OBS, like a timer widget, you know, so you could see the timer on stream. And none of them like fucking worked. So yeah, you're just gonna have to trust me. I have the timer on my phone. Yes, it's time to hear the gospel of Mingus Christ. For 30 minutes, Stalin is back for a one-time collab. That would go crazy. Like a Stalin collab. Can you fucking... Okay, imagine. They bring back Stalin from the grave to do a debate with, What's that guy's name? Was Hassan or Destiny? I mean, I guess no, it could be all three of them. You get the reanimated body of Stalin, you get Hassan and Destiny, you lock them in a room, and you film them for like, let's say like 6 hours. I think that's a good amount of time, yeah. and whoever lives, we all lose. That would be fun. That's like brought to you by Soylent. Exactly. Then iDubbbz is a content cop on Stalin. Oh god. Throw a VTuber in there to throw off Stalin further. Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. Yeah. What other... Yeah, there's definitely a lot you could do with that. Imagine having to be... Yeah, I think being a fly on the wall in that debate would either be the most entertaining thing in the world or the most like awful thing in the world. There's no in between. You either come out of it a changed man or you come out of it wanting to like kill yourself. There's no in between. There's no in between. Oh no. Someone would die before the 30-minute timer. I bet, yeah. Oh gosh. Let's see. I guess I'll just talk about how I've been doing the past couple days. My trainer, so I've talked about this, I think last time, how I'm not maintaining my gains because I'm not getting enough calories or protein. Stalin would come out becoming a staunch capitalist. You know what? Maybe he would. Maybe he would. Maybe he would. Who is that guy? You know the picture of Stalin and there's the guy next to him and they like Photoshopped the guy out of the picture? Who was that guy? Was that Brezhnev? Or was that someone else? I don't remember. No, that was like a general, right? In that picture? I don't remember. Trotsky. Was it Trotsky? Was it Trotsky? He was erased by Major Ocelot. Oh, it was that picture. Yeah, it was that picture. That's crazy. Like, this was before Photoshop was invented. This is before they had the computer. How do they even do that? They just, like, get someone to paint over the picture? I mean, I guess they could do that. I don't know. Get to steal a Baskin-Robbins Oreo shake, Bronto. What was invented now? Oh, Sazabi! Hi, welcome in, welcome in. The computer and Photoshop. Whiteout. Because, I mean, like, you know, if you have the negative of the picture, I guess you can, like, draw on the photo negative, maybe? I don't know. They did weird shit back in the day. Like, those like, fake ghost photos from, like, the 1800s or whatever. They figured out how to do that before Photoshop. So why couldn't they do something else, you know? Cold War tech goes hard. They should have replaced him with an anime girl. Oh god. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Shame we never got the Davy Crockett for real. Oh god. The Davy Crockett. I would rather not have that IRL. Yeah, me neither. We'll add Alex soy facing next to Stalin. Okay, that would actually be a funny use of that picture. I consent to this. Stalin would have loved AI photo app tools. It's so easy now. Look, he's gone. Funny guy, but he's gone for real. I saw this, I saw this, I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I didn't really see it. I more like scrolled past it about how someone faked like AI footage, AI security footage of someone stealing. Like they made like AI security footage of someone stealing and then they used it to try to like get them arrested or something. That's kind of scary. That's like pretty fucking scary. That's I don't like that. I don't like that. That has implications. Major implications for society. This is why you cannot give things to people. Yeah. AI stuff like that isn't actually real. That's just a video from an alternate universe. So what you're saying is that had to happen in the upside down target. That like, when we ask AI to like generate things, it's not actually generating things. It's pulling them from an alternate universe. And in the process, weakening the veil? No, the dimensional merge. The dimensional merge. It's coming. It's happening. Yeah. Speaking of the dimensional merge, I was walking down the street today and I saw this woman. She was wearing the Christian polo shirt, but she was wearing it in like a trendy way. Like obviously it wasn't the exact like Christian polo shirt. It was like, it had short sleeves, it was cropped, you know, it was like, it was like trendy, right? And she was wearing with like a beige, like pleated mini skirt, right? With like white tennis shoes. But like the pattern of the shirt was the pattern of the Christian shirt. I just like, I locked onto her. She was across the street from me and I just like locked onto her and I'm like, oh my God, she has that autistic swag. Will she be my boyfriend free heart sweet? Did she wear the medallion? No, thank God. I could have bought the Christian shirt, like a 1-1. Yeah, it's gotta be from like fucking, I don't know. It's like a brand you could probably find at like a department store or something. I saw retro style rugby jerseys and there it was. Oh my God. Yeah, like it was the same colors and the same pattern. I was like, that's the shirt. And I bet you anything she's wearing it. And she was like, she looked like a total normie, right? Maybe she was hiding her power level. I don't know. But like the fact like that this woman could have picked that shirt without knowing the context of it is like, I mean, I guess it's not that insane because not everyone is like chronically online as all of us. Saku, hi, welcome in, welcome. Liquid Chris 2.0. We get a Sanchu medallion ream. Oh, so you want me to die? Is that what you want? You want me to die? You want me to die? You want to kill me? Just get a gun and shoot me. That'll be easier. But put on the pickle suit and clothesline her? Oh my God. Yeah, but I'm gonna... What? Red... It's like red and blue, right? Blue... It was red and blue, yeah. Let me see if I can find it. With the white trim. What? It wasn't this one. Was it? No. It was like cropped and it had short sleeves. Unless maybe she sewed it. Like she actually changed it herself. Imagine someone sees the shirt and it calls to them like the Green Goblin mask. That was me. I was like staring at her from across the street. She was just like on her phone and I was just like staring at her. Lurker, hello, welcome in. Biggest fan. Hi, welcome in. Welcome. I was just like, whoa. Like that's a choice that she made. That's like a real choice that she made on this beautiful, beautiful day. She chose to wear that shirt. It was crazy. I'm like, cause like I found the polo shirt, right? Like the actual polo Ralph Lauren. Maybe it's cropped, but it's not like it's cropped the way she was wearing it. I don't know, man. That was just wild. That was fucking wild. A Christian Halloween costume would be amazing. No, because then I would have to like wear the medallion. I would have to wear the medallion. And I don't even want to fuck with the replica medallion. Right? I don't even want to fuck with a replica medallion. That shit is scary. You found the image? Wait. Hold on. I need to check this. You posted it in general. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's the shirt. It was like that, but it was like cropped and it had short sleeves. It was just like that. I was just like, what the hell? That's how the Exorcist movie started. Am I blocked? No, dude, you're coming into my chat and you're just saying random words. I'm not gonna respond to that. You can either join the conversation or you can like do something off. You're just trying to get my attention for the sake of getting my attention. Come on, man. It was in a discount area. Oh, I see. Yeah, the real seal chew medallion. Seal chew. What would a seal chew even look like? It would be like a seal and Pikachu. Uploaded alexstalin.png. Doc, what have you done? What have you done? Damn, you work fast. Okay, Doc just put this image together and I need to share it with all of you because it's beautiful. I'll post it in the Discord later, but let me upload you the image that Doc just created. Ow, my back. This is great. This is great. I love this. Stream exclusive photo. No, I'll post it in the Discord later. This is fantastic. I love this. Yeah, the filter, it's even like a little pixelated too. It's great. You just soy pointing at fucking Stalin. This is a good one. Thank you for this beautiful picture, Doc. Thank you. Much appreciated. Now replace that guy next to Stalin with her. Ow, my back. Hold on, I gotta... Ooh, we're gonna stretch. Ow. I told my trainer I wanted to, like, strengthen my lower back more since I've been doing a lot of, like, lifting and stuff. And, she had me do some stuff, but now my back hurts a little bit. Ow. Alex finds Stalin on boat, pogs and points for clickbait. It's spine day. It sure is. It's only like one part of my back though. Ooh. I was kidding about the Batman's back thing. Ow. Just gonna like massage it with my knuckles. Ugh. Ow, ow, ow. But, I haven't been eating enough. What did you get visited by Bane? And so my trainer has been trying to, like, find, like, ways for me to increase my calorie count and my, you know, protein count. And so she told me about this thing called Mass Gainer. It's like it's kind of like a supplement that's like, it's like a powder that's just like, it's full of calories. Like one serving has like 1,000 calories, which is like, you know, 3 to 4 scoops, depending on which one you get, which is insane. So I went to the GNC. Mass Gainer's just junked up whey protein. That's what it looked like to me, yeah. I went to the GNC to see what they had, and they are expensive. Oh my god, they're so expensive. They only sell them in like giant fucking like tubs or bags, and they're like $70 to $80. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. You know, getting shredded, I didn't realize how expensive it actually was. You know, it's like I either do that or I eat like 6 eggs. 6 eggs isn't even a lot of calories. I don't even think 6 eggs is that much protein. It's fucking expensive. Is that the stuff the UN drops on villages? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. No, they drop calorie mates on these villages. The UN is dropping calorie mates on these fucking villages. Oh god. You can always just chuck oats, banana, and some olive oil into a protein shake if you really want the extra calories. Won't the olive oil make me shit myself though? Because I heard that like olive oil will make you shit yourself. Because I remember Starbucks, they had these like olive oil drinks a while ago, and I think they stopped selling them because people were like shitting themselves. That's what it's for. Yeah, it's for shitting yourself. People trying to bulk tend to eat a lot of meals. Yeah, and that's the problem. I don't have a big appetite. I have a very small appetite, so that also doesn't really help. The olive oil will make your bowels more Italian. I've never had that problem. Maybe it depends on like how much you do. Maybe it depends on how much. We'll crowdfund the entire Stranger Slop food line for you. You'll meet your calorie goals in a heartbeat. Oh god. Let's I want to see if they have the stuff at Target. Let me just make sure like Target doesn't fucking try to dox me. Let's see. I'll just search Stranger Things. There was an issue getting your results. There's an issue getting your results. Why is it not working? What was the announcement? Announcement, we have 13 more minutes until I make the announcement. 13 more minutes. I am stalling for time because I know people usually come in a bit late, so I am stalling for time. Okay, it's not working. Let's... More like stranger cringe. Oh, here we go. Halloween costumes, clothing and accessories. No, I want to see the food. Okay, it's not... It's not loading. Let's try this. Probably because of my ad blocker VPN or something. Why aren't you loading? Okay, let's turn off Adblock Ultimate and see if that does anything. Oh, you should keep the photo up? That's a good idea. Yeah, I'm stalling for time. That's a good idea. That also isn't working. Okay, no, I think Target just doesn't like my VPN, so I guess I can't use Target right now. That's fine, that's fine. We can talk about something else. I may or may not be drawing a sequel to this photo. A sequel to Stalin. What is the sequel to Stalin? What does that mean? What did he mean by this? Maybe I could look up the mask gainer. Use the second VPN. Emmy, welcome in. Maybe, well, I don't know if I need that. Stalin 2.0. $52.99. Okay, that's cheaper. Okay, there's one for like $40. Citrus, hi, welcome in. Thank you for your 17 months. Thank you. Oh, this one's only $35 at Walmart. Okay. Is Alex gonna visit Benito Mussolini for ravioli or something? Am I gonna be like making the rounds with all these like fucking... Just don't draw me with Hitler. Do not do that. I do not, don't do that. Please don't do that. That's not a good look for me. Don't do that. Grimbo, hi, welcome, welcome. Congrats on meeting Stalin. Because someone's done that before, and I had to tell them, hey, can you take this down? That's not a good look for me. Please, I gotta delete something I'm working on. Alex is like a minion. She was asleep during the 40s. What? What? We're the minion? Okay, I haven't seen like fucking Despicable Me in many years. What's the deal with the minions again? That's actual minion lore? Okay. Minion lore. Is there a fucking Despicable Me wiki? Okay, let's look on the Despicable Me fandom wiki. Are you okay with Goebbels? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, Zaku. Homunculi. Notable minions. Wait, hold on. They're just pictures of minions. Personality. They were hibernating during World War II. To tip. Okay, okay. They were sealed, so there's no way to link the minions to the Nazi party. Yeah, yeah, they covered their own asses there. They really covered their own asses. Like, oh yeah, no, they were hibernating. Yeah, no, they were just asleep. They were just asleep. Yeah, just canonically, they were just asleep. That's kind of like, I bet they would do something similar for cars, right? Because you know how there's like the Pope car, which implies the existence of like car Jesus, right? I feel like they would have to like pull something similar within the Cars universe, because there's a lot of weird shit you can do there. That was literally shown on the screen in the minions. Volkswagen, yeah. Wasn't World War II canon in the Cars universe? I don't know. I don't know. You guys know more about this than I do. There's an episode of the 1971 tokusatsu Kamen Rider that was called Hitler's Treasure. Yeah, yeah. There's a guy who based his whole YouTube channel around shit like this. That's fun. That's so fun. And just like get people arguing. Oh my god, what's that? Have you guys seen that that post? I don't remember where the post originated, but it was like a thread. And the thread said, it was something like, would Wario be a libertarian? Thread locked after like 10,000 replies or something like that. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? What was that? Was that like a parody or was that like an actual thread? It was Misato? Wait, what? Like, was it real or was that a parody? I don't remember. Because I don't, every time I think about that every now and again, I'm like, God, that's just how it is, isn't it? That's just how it is, you know? On like hyper-specific and niche forums, right? We're the most autistic of the autistic congregate to discuss important matters like, would Wario be a libertarian? I mean, I guess it's like a fun mental, not even like a mental exercise. It's more just like a thought experiment, right? But I feel like sometimes thought experiments, they can like drive people into psychosis, you know? They have such hit videos as how much fanfiction was lost when the Library of Alexandria burnt, and why did Wallace and Gromit support World War II appeasement? Would Mario have fought for Mussolini? No, because Mario is specifically Italian-American. He is an Italian-American plumber. It's in the lore. It's canon. It's in the lore. So no. No, he's from Brooklyn. Mario's from Brooklyn. Everyone knows that, God. Actually, Mario is from Brooklyn. There you go. You get a free actually. Hitler came back as Starfish in Kamen Rider X? What the hell? You know, I don't really want to speak too much on this because it's kind of like something that I don't really like. It's a little outside my wheelhouse, and I generally don't like talking about things that I don't really have a good like understanding or comprehension of. But yeah, Japan does some really weird things when they're trying to reference like World War II. I mean, that's like a whole can of worms I don't want to get into, but there's I don't know if you guys have seen it, but people have been like, there's this anime that's coming out about like reincarnated historical figures like fighting against each other. And people are all oohing over like reincarnated lolly Hitler. And it's like, yeah, you would ooh for that, wouldn't you? Like, like that show was specifically created in a lab for that kind of person, right? That kind of thing was created in a lab to appeal to like that specific type of person. Are we reviving Hitalia discourse? Oh God. No. Which side would Mr. Bean have fought on? God, I saw this video the other day. I think it was like a clip from a movie or TV show of the guy who plays Mr. Bean, who I will never call by his real name because he is Mr. Bean. Except he wasn't Mr. Bean. He was talking. He was talking in a British accent because he's British. And I was just like, that's Mr. Bean. Why is he talking? Mr. Bean's not supposed to talk. He's supposed to be Mr. Bean. There's this ridiculous manga where political figures fight each other with matcha, and it ends with playing against Hitler on his moon base. Oh my God. Rowan Atkinson. Yeah. Mr. Beast. No, Mr. Bean. No. Which side had the best rations? Definitely not the Russian side. That's for sure. Where is it in the news that I got a girlfriend recently? Why is it not in the news? Welcome in, Pepuha. Well, if you did, congratulations. Welcome. The actual announcement. T-minus 3 minutes and 30 seconds to the actual announcement, guys. T-minus 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I hope you're ready for this. We had ice cream ships? What? Nobody has good rations. You know what would be crazy? If, has Report of the Week ever done ration tasting before? I would love to see Mr. Report of the Week taste like World War II rations. I think that would be really interesting. His big brother MRE Steve did? Wait, are they actually related? Are they actually related, or are you doing a bit? Because that'd be crazy if they were actually related. I trapped 10,000 people to make them watch End of Evangelion. No, but we joke about that. Oh, okay. Make jests. Yes, indeed. Jests, indeed. A famous story from the Western Front is a German commander said the war was lost when he found out Americans had ice cream rations and for frontline troops while Germans were eating hardtack. Vietnam ones was a hard biscuit, a pack of grape jelly, and an unfiltered cigarette. Oh, God. Well, ice cream rations. Do you mean like freeze-dried ice cream, like astronaut ice cream, or like actual like ice cream? Because like, how do you get ice cream to the front lines without it melting? It would have to be like real ice cream. Actual ice cream. That's crazy. That's wild. We had really good logistics. Just ships dedicated to ice cream. I love that. Military grade ice cream bans. Wow. What a beautiful expression of capitalism. I love that. Grandpa was a World War II and Vietnam vet. Oh, wow. That's a lot of wars to fight in. Oh my goodness. Okay, 1 minute 20. Almost there. Nowadays, they have tactical fast food trucks. Now they have airliftable burger. Are you guys actually being real right now? There's no fucking way. That's ridiculous. We are. Stop trying to gaslight me. Some British paratrooper was dropped just a few packs of Werthers to keep them sugared. We're all nerds about this kind of stuff, apparently. Apparently! No cap. For real, no cap. So true, so true. Alrighty. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. I'll keep stalling on the screen until I'm done stalling. Every man had a phase where they study World War II. That's actually true. That's actually factually true. Every guy eventually goes through a phase where he just gets really into World War II. I feel like that's like canon. That's a canon event for like every guy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ring a ding 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 ding. All right, turn off the timer. Alrighty. Thank you for waiting. We are gathered here today because I have a very, very exciting, very special, and very important announcement for you guys. This is good news. This is good news. There's nothing for you guys to worry about. This is very, very good news. My heart is pounding now. I don't know. I just like obviously I've known about this for a while, but I'm just like making it official. Cause I mean, I'm excited. I'm really excited to share this with you guys. Yeah, you called it, Doc. You called it. I am moving to Japan. I'm doing it. Yup. That's right. I'm going back, baby. I'm going back. I made this graphic to celebrate. I had a lot of fun making this graphic to celebrate. You got the job? Oh, I got the job. One step closer to stock Kojima. Yeah. Going back for sloppy style. But yeah, no, I've actually I got confirmation on this, I think last month. So I've kind of been like, the only reason I waited a little bit to like share it with you guys is because I just want to like make sure it's set in stone, like nothing happens, because it would be awkward if I made this announcement and then something happens. Knock on wood that nothing happens. Why is Spammed on an airliner with Austin Powers? Why not? Why can't Spampton be on an airliner with Austin Powers? Why not? Yeah, it would have been super embarrassing. But yeah, I've been working my ass off for the past 2 years. I've been taking online college courses for the past 2 years. I'm going to be done with school at the end of this month. I will finally have that stupid fucking piece of paper. And then I will be going. I'm proud of you. Thank you. It means a lot. Thank you. Because I started streaming almost 3 years ago. My 3-year anniversary is actually coming up. Technically, it's this month, but my Twitch anniversary is next month. So I don't know when I'm gonna celebrate. But yeah, it's been I've been streaming for like basically 3 years now. And I started streaming when I was living in Japan. I was, I had my own apartment. I was going to language school. Citrus, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Roto. Thank you. And I lived there for a year and I loved it so much that I was like, okay, this is where I want to be. This is where I need to be. But at the time, I did not have a degree. You like Majima coming out of the can? Thank you. I thought it was really funny too. I do have good news, Broiled Beef. Good news. I will be keeping my normal stream schedule. Stream time will not be changing. Stream times will not be changing. So you can expect streams to be around the same time. Yeah, it would be mornings for me. So realistically, streams are probably going to be around like 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern for you guys. So for me, I'll be streaming in the morning, and for you guys, it will be the evening. So I'm very happy that I will be able to keep my stream schedule. Yeah, no, my work will be fine. My work is fine. I'm not gonna have any issues with that. But I do want to say that my intention is to continue streaming, but I won't know until I get there what my internet situation is going to be like. Oh my god, Aloha Gator, thank you for the 5 subs. Thank you. Thank you guys, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. I don't anticipate that I'm going to have any internet issues, because when I was living in Japan before, the internet was really fast. The internet in Japan is like really good in general. Like, it's really reliable, it's really fast. Wait, did you give out, 5 more subs? Wait, what's happening? Wait, Hype Train level 2. Okay, thank you guys, thank you. I'll support the best I can in this evil EU time zone. Yeah, I think for UK time, I'll be like 8 hours ahead. So I don't know if that's better or worse. Yeah, don't worry about it, Sazabi. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I'm going to be leaving in December. Because like I said, I was planning to go to Japan on vacation in December anyway. And instead of coming back to the US and then going back after Christmas, I'm just gonna spend like the holidays there and just like move into my apartment when it's ready. Cause it's not really like gonna be that long of a time. So I will just basically be moving in like December. So I will, like, I'll technically be on vacation. So I will still be streaming though. Hopefully, you know, if the hotel internet is good enough for me to stream. Last time, one of the hotels I stayed at had good internet. The other one I stayed at did not. So, yeah. But the hotels I'm staying at seem to be good-ish. So hopefully I won't have any problems with that. But yeah, what else? There's gonna be some banger 8-bit hotel Wi-Fi Peggle streams again. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be fine. Let's see. So my times will not be changing. I will have to probably figure out the internet stuff. The place I'm moving to does have internet, but I don't know like how fast it is until I get there. So most likely I will be taking some time off at the end of December to kind of get settled in. And okay, Guy, hi, welcome in. To get, you know, settled in, make sure everything like functions correctly. So, you know, my streaming schedule for December will probably be a little bit spotty. But yeah, you know, in January when everything gets smoothed out, I'll be back to streaming at my regular time. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. This is like you know, it's funny because like there's something I realized recently is that I was always right. I was right all along about everything. Because, you know, when I was like a young teenage weeb, I was like, I want to go move to glorious Nippon, where I will eat like sushi every day, and I will, you know, everything is so much better in Japan, and I will do very well there because I'm, you know, whatever. And then, you know, as I got older, I kind of like realized I kind of like, I guess I didn't realize, I thought that wasn't really realistic, right? When I learned kind of like, you know, it's not sunshine and rainbows. Not everything is sunshine and rainbows. You know, there are a lot of issues. And that really kind of, you know, I was like, citizenship? No. Citizenship is 5 years minimum residency. 5 years minimum residency to qualify for citizenship. So I have a little while to go for that. Make sure you're not living in the same area as Chibi. Oh no, I'm not in Tokyo. I'm not gonna be in Tokyo. I'm pretty far away from Tokyo. I'm not gonna say where for my own privacy, but yeah, it's gonna be, it's a good location. It's an urban area. It's not like, I'm not gonna be out in the sticks, right? I'm not gonna be out in the sticks. It's an urban area. Geographically, it's actually very similar to the area where I used to live in Japan. So I'm not too worried about that. She's not gonna be attacked by bears. Oh God, I'm getting frazzled. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my dream. My dream as a young weeb was to move to glorious Nippon. And then as I got older, I was like, oh well, you know, I have, you know, depression, I have these issues, and I probably won't do very well there if I have these issues. And then, you know, I went there for a year and I was like completely fine. In fact, I was happier and healthier than I've ever been in my entire life. And I realized like, oh, I can actually do this. I can actually do this. This is actually like not an issue. This is actually like, I do very well. I did very well there, you know? It's like, you know, it's funny. They say you can't, choo-choo. They say that you can't run away from your problems. You know, if you've ever been on the Living in Japan subreddit, they're always like, oh, you know, you can't run away from your problems. If you have like mental health issues, you should never live in Japan and blah, 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 blah. For me, it was actually the opposite. Living in Japan actually helped my mental health a lot. I went cold turkey on my meds and I was completely fine. So it turns out you can run away from your problems. It turns out that actually works. So fuck you, naysayers. Fuck you, naysayers. Did Japan help or did the strong zero help? A little bit of both. A little bit of both. But I am so glad that I was right all along. I was right all along. I never should have let others plant doubts in my mind. Because I was right. I was right from the very beginning. I was right. And I feel foolish for giving up on that dream for such a long time. You know, I feel foolish for thinking that I had to settle for a miserable, mediocre life. I don't have to settle for that. I don't have to. The clean air cured my back. Yeah, time to be delusional about everything else. Yeah, exactly. You know? Like, it sounds like, because whenever I read these like issues that people have about living in Japan, like I do feel a little bit like, oh well, yeah, but I'm different though. Yeah, but I'm different though. But I do like genuinely believe that, because like, you know, I do still have problems. You know, not all of my problems are resolved, but you know, that's, I guess, that kick of like, yeah, there's a difference between running away and changing to a better environment. That's a huge difference. And I think a lot of people like kind of conflate the two. Because here's the thing. If your problems are being caused or exacerbated by your environment, getting out of that environment will make your problems go away, right? It's like if your problems are, you know, environmental, then going away from that makes everything better, right? It's true, you know? It was a really big wake-up call when I realized, like, oh, I know what my problems are being caused by. I know what the issues are. And now that I know what those issues are, I know that going as far away as I can is going to make things a whole lot better for me. So I was right all along. I was so happy. Never let anyone stop you from achieving your dreams. Not even yourself. Not even yourself. Don't even let yourself stop you from chasing your dreams. If you are in the way from you chasing your dreams, then you got to do something about that, right? And it's been 2 years of hard work, and you know, just like work. And it's finally, I'm finally having that sense of like, you know, achievement. It's I'm just, finally, I'm just so happy. You know, naturally moving my stuff is going to be like you know, actually, let me put a, I'm gonna put a, hold on. Hold on. And I'm gonna pin this message. There we go. That way if anyone comes in is like, what's the announcement? I could just be like, look at the freaking pinned message, dingus. There we go, there we go. Go away. The running away crowd just hasn't addressed their underlying cause. Exactly, exactly, exactly. The first strong zero in an apartment of yours is gonna hit different. Oh my god, yeah, yeah, totally, totally. When I go to my apartment, I'm gonna, hopefully there's a mirror there. This is cringe, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do anyway. I'm gonna go to the mirror. I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror, and I'm gonna say, kept you waiting, huh? Because that's what it feels like. Kept you waiting. Kept you waiting. You know, it's been a long time. And then she clapped. That's so much gayer. It's so cringe and so gay, but honestly, it's so appropriate. Obama was there too. Yeah, Obama's gonna be there. I guess like that's why my back has been bothering me, because for the past couple weeks, I have been working on basically packing all of my things and sorting through them. So I've been lifting and moving boxes and organizing and all that crap, and it's been strain on my back. So that's why my back has been bothering me. And I have more to go because I'm gonna be giving away or throwing away most of my junk. And then I gotta figure out like which stuff I'm going to take with me and which stuff I'm gonna have my parents send me, because my parents they're willing to send me the rest of my stuff, you know? And then she's gonna morph into a hyper-realistic Alex model and start bleeding hyper-realistic blood from her eyes. I thought your back was sore from having to carry the entirety of Twitch on your own. 300 uneaten Poppin' Fresh boxes. Oh my god. I was in Daiso yesterday, and they had like a whole wall extending to the ceiling of Poppin' Cookin' crap. Just a whole wall of fucking Poppin' Cookin' shit. And I was just like, oh my god. Like, everyone who buys this is gonna be in for a very unpleasant surprise. A very unpleasant surprise. Yeah. Starting over from scratch due to hauling costs. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be pretty low on money, especially since I quit my job. So I have, you know, more than enough to get me through the rest of the year. But it's gonna be, you know, towards New Year's, I think money's gonna be a little tight for me. So, I really don't want to do, you just got your job, why do you quit? No, I didn't just get my job. I've had that job for like a year and a half. Emmy. I didn't just get the job, no. I mean, I guess it depends on what your definition of like how long you work is. But yeah, no, I quit just because it was really getting stressful for me to do my weekly minimum and stream and do my homework. And I just kind of decided, you know what? I'm just gonna take the rest of the year off because I can, and I've been working non-stop for the past 2 years. I haven't taken any breaks from school besides like the breaks I get in between like classes and holidays. No spring break, no summer break, no like, not even really a winter break. I've just been working, doing schoolwork for 2 years straight. So I could get my fucking degree done as fast as I can. And so I feel like I've earned a break. I've earned it. I've earned it. So I will be taking my time to just chill. Look forward to having to figure out how to throw away a ton of moving boxes in Japan being your biggest worry. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think that's gonna be a big deal because like, as long as I know where every neighborhood has their own like garbage and recycling area. So as long as I take my boxes to like the garbage and recycling area on the correct day, then it's fine. Yeah, I feel like I've earned this. I feel like I've earned this. Eating cardboard. I'm not gonna eat cardboard. Unless you mean eating another Calorie Mates. Which, you know, maybe I'll do a Calorie Mate tasting stream when I get there. Ugh, that'll be interesting. Oh, but yeah, I'm just like looking at my stuff and just like, I'm so glad to get rid of some of it. A lot of it I'm gonna keeping. Why are you packing? I'm not packing my stuff with Calorie Mates. God damn it. It wasn't even a worry. Get hyped for the good times. Yeah. Yeah. I know what my issues are going to be. So that's the nice thing. I think for anyone, consider bag trash building up in a certain room in your house. I mean, that can happen, but I'm not too worried about that. Like, now that I've lived in Japan before, I know what to expect. And I think that's really important, like for people who are considering like getting a job in Japan or moving to Japan, to do a trial run before you commit to anything. Because I think that's why so many people kind of like burn out and end up developing this like, I hate Japan mentality after living there, because they kind of like didn't really go for a trial run, you know? Like, you know, originally I was only going to be going to language school for like 6 months. But, you know, on the 3rd month, I was like, this is great. I want to stay for the rest of the year. So that's when I knew that it was right for me. Cause yeah, I think a lot of people, they're just kind of like, oh yeah, like I've always wanted to live there, so I'll go. And it's like, you should do a trial run first. Maybe not a vacation, but like an actual you know, like an internship or like a school exchange semester or something. Yeah. She'll be employed, so it'll be an anime otaku room. Honestly, that's actually probably what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. The same thing is gonna happen that happened last time, and I'm gonna be spending a lot of my money that I earned on toys. Toys! And keychains and figures, merch in general. Because that's what brings me joy. That's what brings me joy in this world, is toys and merch. And now that will be even more accessible to me, it might become a problem. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Moose, hello. Welcome, welcome. So waiting for Spider-Man 2 to play in the theaters. Yeah. Spider-Man 2. Oh, like they're re-releasing it? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so it'll be, because that's the thing that kind of stops me from buying merch here, is like, well, I have to pay for shipping, and I have to pay, like, now I'm gonna have to pay tariffs and import fees or whatever. So it's just like, oh, this merch this acrylic stand that costs like $30 here, that's like $12 over there. You know, I'm saving money. I'm saving money by buying it there, right? This is a good financial decision. This is a good financial decision. So my vision for my room is to buy a nice, like, one of those, like, maybe nice IKEA shelves that I can put, like, all my merch in, you know? Like a cube, like a shelf with cubes. I know, like, glass cases, like glass or acrylic cases are also good. I'll think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna unlink. I'm probably gonna like remove everything off my throne. Maybe, I think at the end of this month, I'm going to deactivate like my throne or take everything off my throne for a little bit, just because, like, you know, if I get something, it's gonna be whatever. Walmart has easy up shelves for $100 or less. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of places where I can get like cheap furniture there, so I'm not super worried about that. But yeah, I'm just, yay, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. You know what? Fuck it. Let's make this a Q&A. Q&A. Questions, answers. I will answer your questions about this move, this information. Subbing is the best way to support since you don't have a dono link. So on my throne, I do have like tipping options on my throne. I would say that that is gonna be the best way in terms of like me getting the money directly. If you go to my throne, there'll be little options for like, I think like a $10 or a $20 tip. So I would recommend doing it that way. But you know, subs are good too. Subs are good too. Will you stuff us on the carry-on overhead or are we going in the hanging baggage jail? Laptop is going in my carry-on. Computer stuff is going in the carry-on. I'm not playing with airport security. I'm not putting my fucking computer in my checked luggage. Do you know much about your housing situation once there? Yes. My employer is sponsoring my apartment. So my apartment will be ready at the end of December. So I'll be able to move in like towards the end of the year. Will Japan be UE5 free? I don't think so, no. Okay, well, Silent Hill F is UE5, isn't it? They're still fucking drinking that Kool-Aid. Yeah, unlike Chibi, I actually have an apartment. Will you miss Red 40? I'm not actually sure if Red 40 is banned there. No, I think it is. Because I think you're only supposed to have like natural dyes or something. I don't know what their laws are regarding that. No, I will not be missing Red 40. I will not be missing. Well, I missed the corn syrup. Absolutely not. No, I'm so happy to be away from corn syrup. I fucking hate corn syrup. It tastes, I don't like the way like it makes my mouth feel. It feels yucky. That's probably why my health improved when I was living there the first time, because I wasn't eating fucking corn syrup and Red 40 every day. You know, that's probably why my health improved so much in such a short period of time. Big Club Manager, hello, welcome in, welcome. Yeah, I'm excited, But, yeah, I guess, I don't know, maybe I'll set up some kind of like, maybe I'll reopen the Streamlabs donations towards December. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. I can go down to the base and get the Red 40. I've heard of people with gluten allergies being able to eat bread in Europe since it has far less preservatives. So it's actually interesting you bring that up, Melly, because I have a similar thing with milk and dairy. So whenever I go abroad, like to Europe or Asia, Japan, I have been able to drink the milk without any problems. No problems whatsoever. But whenever I drink like normal milk here, I get like tummy troubles. The only exception to that is A2 milk. A2 milk is totally fine for me. I don't know if it's because of the protein or I think it has to do with the pasteurization. Yeah, I think it has to do with the pasteurization. So, you know, the good thing is that like I will just be able to drink as much milk as I want. Have you talked to friends there to meet up? Oh yeah, no, I have friends, I have plans within plans. I'll be having a good time. So I'm very excited to get to see my friends again and stuff. I remember I was talking to one of my friends, and when I, oh my God, what just happened? Huh? Oh, Grandpa, thank you so much for the throne gift. Thank you. Let me check. Was that one of the I couldn't see it on the screen because it matched with the fucking text. Am I gonna miss the Stranger Things collabs? No, but it'll be even better because that means that I will get to see and get all the anime collab merchandise. Next time there's like a HoloLive Kuji at like fucking, you know, Lawson or whatever, I'll be able to get that. What's the first strong zero flavor you'll buy? I think my VPN is fucking up because my internet is being weird. Hi. That was not a very... Why did I think that was a good idea? Why did I think that was a good idea? I disconnected from the VPN and it like disconnected like my internet. Like it turned off the Wi-Fi. I don't know why it did that. I'm sorry, that was not very smart of me. Anyway, we're back. I was just trying to check my throat. Dipshitiot. Is that the Dipshitiot? The famous Dipshitiot? Hi, welcome in. Thank you so much for the cute emotes. Hi, hi. Oh, now I gotta fucking do the stupid ass. We send you a code in the email. Oh, I could just look at my fucking email. I could have just friggin' done that. I'm very intelligent, as you can see. Oh, you got me a tip, Grimbo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was answering someone's question. So what was the first strong zero flavor you'll buy? From Emmy. Yeah, thank you, Emmy. Honestly, probably the regular, the double lemon flavor. There's a lot more flavors now, but I like the classic lemon flavor because it tastes like battery acid, and I love drinking battery acid. Oh, thank you, Vovern. Thank you. Any other questions? Any other questions? I'm happy to answer any questions you may have regarding this news. Yes. Yes. Sorry, that was weird. I don't know why I did that. Yippee! Battery acid! I know. I love when the things I eat or drink make me fear that my insides might be damaged. You know, honestly, I feel like my liver is pretty strong. How hard are you gonna hit the arcades? Unfortunately, there's not like a round, I mean, there is a round one near where I'm gonna be living. It's in the next town over. There's a round one in the next town over, so probably not super often. Any places you want to visit in Japan you haven't been to yet? I'd like to go to Hokkaido in the summer. Well, maybe to snowboard in the winter, but probably the summer first because that's the kind of cold I don't do well in. How will this affect your plans on stalking Kojima? Simple. Every time I go to Tokyo, I am going to stay in the place that I usually stay, which is coincidentally near the Koji Pro headquarters. So, you know, I just gotta hang around there, you know, walk around, get some coffee. They gotta do all they can to keep the DDR chip. I haven't played DDR in so long. Actually, I might be able to do another DDR stream. I haven't done one in a long time, so I'm probably super rusty. I think next week I will probably be able to do a DDR stream, so get ready for that. Sooner or later, your feet will appear in the next Koji Pro game. I'm not going to allow him to scan my feet. Look, I'm not about that life, okay? I'm not about that life. Will this seriously affect trout populations? Do they even have trout in Japan? I don't know that they do. Koser, hi, welcome. I've seen you in Sora's chat before. Welcome in. I had a plan on bringing your keychain to the Kojima office, but I didn't show up before I went this summer. Don't worry, Pentaluma. I will be doing that. And I will this is probably gonna be the most anxiety-inducing thing that I'm going to do when I go in December is go to the Koji Pro offices because I know where the building is. And I also know that to get to the Ludens statue, you have to like kind of go inside the building and it's like right there, I think. It's like right on the inside of the building. So I'm gonna have to like go inside to get a picture of it, which makes me really nervous because I'm actually scared. Like, oh God, what if Kojima is there? What if he's actually there? What if he's like going out to lunch and I turn around and he's standing right behind me while I'm taking a picture with my stupid keychain? What if he's right there? I'm gonna piss myself. I'm gonna shit myself. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna make a fool of myself in front of him. Say hi to the security robot by the escalator. Oh, there's a security bot by the escalator? Okay, I will say hi to it. I'm gonna be like, ooh, Kojima. I'm just gonna like run. I'm gonna spill my spaghetti and I'm just gonna run away. If I saw him, I would just spill my spaghetti and I'd just run away. I don't even think I'd be able to like ask him for a picture. I just like fucking ooh, just like ooh and run away. And then I'm gonna regret not like saying anything to him for the rest of my life. Yeah, it's gonna be like that Peepo with the tray of food. It's gonna be exactly like that. It's gonna be exactly like that. And I'm gonna be so embarrassed. What would you do if Kojima looked at you and pulled out his Alex Azarashi keychain? I think I would faint. I genuinely think I would like lose consciousness and crack my head on the pavement and die. But you know, I would die happy. So I think that's fine. I think it would be fine. I would die happy. Yeah. I'm glad I bought like an extra one in case I lose it. The double reverse of him knowing that you were Alex Azarashi. Oh my God. What would you do if you didn't die but woke up and realized he stole your wallets? What would I do if Hideo Kojima stole my wallet? I mean, I know where he works, technically. So I would have to like go there and be like, hey man, I know you took my wallets. Can I have it back? I kind of need that. There's a cafe food court on the ground floor, prime stocking and waiting area. Okay, for the record, for the courts, I'm going to make a statement on the record. This is an on the record statement. I am not stalking Hideo Kojima. I'm saying that on the record. I do not have a Bible here for me to swear on, but if I did, I would. What if he was real coy about it? Oh God. I died and was reincarnated as Kojima's assistant. Oh my God. For the record, I was just hungry. Yeah, I was just freaking hungry. Not stalking, the brand new term for stalking. No. That's not true. Don't say that. Maybe I should like take my friend with me. Maybe I should take my friend with me for courage. But then she's gonna have to see me do my like, she's a total normie. So she's gonna see me do my weird shit and then I'm gonna have to explain to her what I'm doing. Oh, Doc with the part 2. Doc with the part 2. Oh my God. It'll look less suspicious. I guess so. Well, let me see. Maybe I'll just post these in the Discord. Did you already? Here, I'll post these in. I'll post these in memes, so you guys can see them. Stalin part 1 and part 2. There we go. Your friend chloroform. No! Yeah, that's that friend for my trust fall after meeting Kojima. I'm just stuck here because BT's trapped me in my lobby. No, I think I would like, if I went with my friend, I would weird her out. Because like, if I saw him, I would just like start like sweating and hyperventilating. And she would be like, are you okay? And then I would have to explain to her that I'm obsessed with this like eclectic 60-something-year-old man who makes video games. And she's gonna be like, oh, okay. The tatami mats sold in Tokyo are smaller than other places? Really? Is that a thing? I did not know that. So they're ripping people off by selling them. Really? That's fascinating. I mean, it makes sense, but that's very interesting. I really want to know if my apartment has tatami or not. I don't really have a preference. I actually want to sleep on a futon because sleeping on the floor is honestly kind of nice. I don't know if you guys have ever slept on the floor before. I like sleeping on the floor. Like sometimes, like if I'm at like a hotel or like if I share a hotel room with someone, I will usually opt to sleep on the couch or the floor because like I genuinely find it like more comfortable. And I've slept in a futon like once, and it was pretty comfortable. I felt very, very rested. I felt more rested. But I have a feeling it's probably gonna be like a bed frame, which, you know, it's fine. I'll deal with it. The only thing that like I guess scares me about tatami is like what if you spill something on it and it gets stained and then you have to pay like the cleaning fee, you know? It's not like, you know, a wood floor or like or whatever, you can just like wipe it up. It's like you spill cola on the tatami, it's there forever. You know, like, ah, rats. It's gonna be a stain. I mean, there's probably like cleaning stuff for it, but you know, I would rather not. I guess I could use a rug or something. Maybe, I don't know. Had a floor bed for 10 years. It's the best way to sleep. Hold on, I gotta wipe my nose again. My dad came back from a business trip yesterday, and he is sick. He got a cold or something. Hopefully it's not COVID. So there's a strong possibility that I will probably get sick in the next few days, because that's usually how it goes around here. So if I get sick, don't be surprised. Don't be concerned. It's all his fault. There is someone to blame. God willing, it's not COVID, because I've never gotten COVID and I would like to keep it that way. Cover the floor in plastic sheets like Dexter. I just have to like wash my hands after touching everything. I want to wear a mask around my house too. A lot of tatami in Japan is 1.62 meters, but Tokyo is a 1.54 or 1.55. Interesting. Okay. What made you decide on Japan? Ever since I was a weeb teenager. Ever since I was a weeb teenager, it's been my dream to move to glorious Nippon. And now I'm making that dream into a reality. Yeah. Yeah. She saw Inuyasha and wanted to go down the well. That's actually not, like, incorrect, Lurker. That's actually not incorrect. That's actually, like, not incorrect. That's actually real. That's actually fucking real. Also, a lot of other options. Not for me. No. Not for me. I honestly really wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Like, everything I enjoy is in Japan. Everything I like is in Japan. Everything I need is in Japan. Like, I genuinely, like, don't really want to live anywhere else. Like, worst comes to worst, I could probably get away with, like, living in Taiwan or something. You know, maybe Singapore, but, you know, Japan has always been my number one. So yeah. Made it through the entirety of the pandemic working in a hospital, never caught it. Hugged my nephew once and got laid out for 2 weeks with COVID. Yeah, that is the thing with kids. Because I used to be a swim instructor. My old job before whatever I was doing, I was a swim instructor. I got sick so often. I got sick like at least once a month. because that's the kind of job where you're like really in close proximity to kids. And, you know, there are so many times a kid would cough or sneeze in my face, or they're like, you know, they would just, whatever. It happens. It happens. So I probably am going to want to maybe take some like immune supplements or like wear a mask when I go to work, because yeah, no, kids, they're just like germ factories. They're just germ factories. You could just exist like next to them and you'll get sick, and that's just how it is. They're just germ factories. Children exist to test the idea of a patient zero. Yeah, exactly. They just get you sick. That's just how it is. Every fall, half the staff of my ward is laid out because their kids caught something. Yeah. Yup. That's how it is. But, you know, with this job, I will be able to wear a mask. With my swim teacher job, I was not, so hopefully that'll help. Children follow Papa Nurgle. Okay, what is Nurgle? I don't know what that is. Wasn't there a character in Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy named Nurgle? Oh, it's a fucking Warhammer reference. I don't fucking know Warhammer. You guys are, you're putting me to sleep. Stop it. I have like I somehow have like developed this like, I've psychologically, I don't know, like every time I hear something, yeah, no, I don't, girls will never understand. I do hate Warhammer. I do. EDL, check the pinned comment. It's like every time I see something related to Warhammer, I just like, my eyes just like glaze over, and I just kind of like I just like completely lose like interest in everything. I'm just like, ugh. Warhammer is boring nerd shit, unlike me, a weeb moving to Japan to buy cheap merch. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Doc, exactly. Every man also goes through another phase where they get into Warhammer. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Oh, Nurgle. Yeah, his name was Nurgle. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like even when someone mentions it in passing, I'm just like, oh, you know. Just no, please don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It's like if I were to like tell you guys about like, I don't know, like if I started talking about like makeup or something, you guys would probably have like the same reaction. If I started talking about like different makeup brands, you guys would probably have like the same exact reaction. Just like eyes glazed over, and just your brain is just kind of like turns into like static because you've just like completely lost interest. Would Kojima talking about Warhammer make it cool, or would it make him cringe? That's a really good question. Cause like, I don't feel like I necessarily like everything that Kojima likes, despite what you may think. For example, I like a lot of the movies that we have, like, I like a lot of the movies that he likes, but some of them are just like fucking weird. I remember I watched this movie that he recommended. He was like, oh man, this is a really, really awesome, cool movie. And so I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And it started off as some kind of like, I guess like sci-fi. It wasn't even like sci-fi. It was like, I guess a little bit like horror surrealism. And then it just turned into like a weird Eastern European sex film. It just turned into a weird Eastern European sex film. And I was like, I'm not feeling it. Mega Super Seal. Oh my god, it's a Mega Super Seal. Hi, Mega Super Seal. Hold on. Wait. Where's the emote? Where's the emote? Where's the meal? I got a soy point. Yeah. Ooh, soy points. Also, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Super Seal. Oh my god, big slappies. Hold on, let me do a big slappy. I don't know if you guys could hear that. That was me doing a big slappy. Ooh. Egg. Slapping what? Slap my belly. Time to slap my belly. That sounded sus. Well, then stop being a freak. It's only sus if you think it's sus. I'm slapping my belly. Dibsh. Egg. Egg. Thank you for the egg. Thank you. Maybe I should do like a stream, probably like an Irium stream where I just like make seal noises the entire time. Would that be fun or would that be weird? I feel like people would like get weirded out by that. And they'd leave. I feel like that might be like too weird. I don't know, maybe. Seal ASMR, the bit is good. Like seal roleplay. Oh god. If there's a movie Kojima recommended that I want people to watch, it would be Revolver Lily. Ooh. It'll either skyrocket you to the top or dumpster you. One of my one of the streamers, Lamia on Irium. Whenever I come into her stream, she's like, "Oh my god, Alex!" And then she starts like slapping her belly and just like making seal noises. I love it so much. She's like, "Slap my belly!" It's great. You'll play don't say it like that, Aloha Gator. That's yucky. Ew, that's yucky, bro. That's yucky. Ew, don't be like that. Don't be like that. It's freaking weird, dude. Ooh. What are the main plot points in Revolver Lily? Well, hold on, let me look up this movie. I'm gonna look up this movie. Oop. See if it's on like friggin' Amazon or something. Yeah. What does Fat Bastard say? He says like, "Touch my belly," something like that. 2003. Okay. Oh, it's a Japanese movie. Oh, wait, 2023. Oh, 2023. Oh. I see. Ooh, okay, cool. I'll see if I can remember to watch it sometime. This is a Christian Shinto stream. This is a Shinto stream. I love that. This is the Shinto stream. You're not allowed to say bad words because this is a Shinto stream. You can keep your money, but want that, baby. Yeah, that's what he says. Oh. Well, I don't really know. I don't really know what else to say. I made the announcements and stuff. Is Shinto Japan's version of Christian? Not really, no. I mean, it's not really I mean, it's technically it is a religion, but not like... This is actually... Okay, no, now I have something to talk about. Now I have something to talk about. I actually read a paper on this not too long ago about how it's kind of difficult for us as Westerners to kind of conceptualize what Shinto specifically is. Yeah, it's very hard to explain because like to us, when we think of religion, we think of like, you know, major Abrahamic organized religions, Christianity, atheism, Islam, Judaism, like even Buddhism, it is easier to explain than Shinto. Even Buddhism is easier to explain. It's just like conceptually, it's kind of difficult for us because it's not really what we're used to, you know. You should visit Tokari Center in Toba. Yes, I want to visit Tokari in Toba so badly. I love Kaiyukan. I go to Kaiyukan every time I'm in Osaka. I love Kaiyukan. I've been to the Shinagawa Aquarium and I wasn't super impressed, but I think I'm gonna try to go to Shinagawa Aquarium again. I want to see if I can make time to go to the Kyoto Aquarium. But yeah, I really want to go to Tokari Center in Toba. I think Tokari Center is the one that's like way in the north, right? It's kind of like out in the middle of nowhere, like way on the north. That one's gonna be hard to get to. That one's gonna be a trip. As it turns out, the guy who was crucified was Jesus' phantom so he could become a weeb in Japan. Isn't it just animism? Kind of? Yeah, it's like a cultural fusion with spirituality. Yeah, like a mix of folklore and religious beliefs. It's experienced by Buddhism and does have influence from, you know, Chinese, Korean beliefs as well. It's really interesting. It's just very hard to like explain it in a way that makes sense to people whose only real concept of religion is like, Christianity or whatever. The fact that there's aquariums in Japan does mean a job opportunity. I don't have a degree, a marine biology master's degree. I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm done with school. I'm not going back to school. No, I refuse. I'm not doing that. Tsuki versus Nico. Oh, Nico. You do? You have a master's in marine biology? That's so cool. You could work with the seals. You could slap their bellies. You could feed them fish. That's so cool. That's so cool. It's closer to Greek or Norse ancient beliefs, if you need something to compare. Yeah, like it's not like... That's felony? A master's in belly slapping. That's a felony to touch marine mammals? But what do you mean? But what if you're a doctor? What if you need to? Like, what if they're like... they need like, you have to like take their temperature or something. You got to put the thermometer in their butt. What if you got to do that? If it's your job? Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen a zookeeper like pet an animal before. I mean, like, you know, if it's like a snake and they're doing like a little show. Oh, but that's the marine mammals. Especially in America, I don't know how it would translate to Japan, but you cannot touch them if there's no legitimate reason. Oh, yeah, no, in Japan, they don't have that. They don't have that. There's tons of videos with like, you know, keepers touching and playing with their seals. I mean, I guess, because if it's a rehabilitation program, then yeah, you're not supposed to touch them. But if they're, you know, bred and raised in captivity without like the intention of being released into the wild, I feel like that's probably like not as huge of a problem. I mean, in the US, obviously they think otherwise, but you know. And you know, there are some arguments to be made about whether that's like, you know, what's the word, like good or whatever. You're not supposed to if they can be released through our wild. Yeah. Because if they can be released, then if they imprint onto the human, then they're not gonna last in the wild. There's actually Mega Super, so you probably know what I'm talking about. Kroshik and Shishilik. I don't know how to say the Russian names. I know Kroshik, they've been trying to release Kroshik into the wild for years, but Kroshik has imprinted really heavily on Shilisk. Oh, it's Shilisk. Okay, Shilisik. Okay, I don't speak Russian, so. Because I know, yeah, they've been trying to release them into the wild, and Kroshik is just like, he doesn't really want to. He just wants to, you know, be lazy and get fed, fish, and all that stuff. We have marine facilities in very isolated areas. Yeah, I know, there is a seal, there is some kind of seal thing in the UK, like a seal rescue or something. I think there's a couple that I've heard about. When you get your school paper, are you gonna name a stream? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I really am trying to avoid the G word as much as possible because I don't really think it's appropriate to joke about that. Like if other streamers like want to do it, that's fine. That's their right. But for me, I don't really like want to or like joking about it because it just kind of, it makes me sad. You know, I don't like it when people make those kind of jokes like about me. You know, that's why whenever I do like an announcement stream, I don't do them very often for this reason. And I also try to specify like that it's a super cool, awesome, hype, life-changing announcement rather than just like announcement, because it makes me sad when like it doesn't really happen that often, but when people like make like, you know, graduation jokes at my expense, it makes me sad. You know, it makes me sad. Like, oh, so you want me to leave? So you want me gone? You know, it makes me sad. So I don't like it when people do that to me, and I don't like to, you know, make it seem like I'm going to do something like that, because it's sad. It's a sad thing, and I don't really think it should be trivialized, I guess. Is there anything you're gonna miss when you move? Honestly, not really. I'll be honest, when I was living in Japan the first time around, I didn't get homesick at all. I guess, well, you know, there is one thing that I will miss, and that's good cheese. Good cheese is really hard to come by in Japan, and I really like cheese. That's what I'm gonna miss, is just good cheese. Yeah. But like everything else, not really. There's a VTuber my friend used to collab with, but he started acting weird and claimed she graduated without her knowledge? Huh? That is weird. That is weird. Some people interfered with their experiment? Really? Oh. Yeah, like when you hear a VTuber's falling as graduating, it feels like a pit in your stomach. Exactly, exactly. Will I come back for cons and stuff? I really can't promise anything because I'm not gonna be making a lot of money. I'm not gonna be making a lot of money. And if I'm not making a lot of money, then justifying, you know, getting a flight back, a hotel, con tickets, food is gonna be pretty hard to do. So I really, you know, I'd like to, but I don't think I can't promise anything. It's not gonna be super realistic for me, you know? Tofu is good. I love tofu. No, I fucking love tofu, yes. If I had access to Comic-Con, you'd never catch me leaving to go to another con ever. Yeah, I have a friend that went to Comic-Con. He went last year and he's going this year too. But like, I hate standing in lines. I hate standing in lines so much. And whenever I see like the videos from these like big events and convention in Japan's, I just see lines that stretch for like ever. And I'm just like, I don't want to stand in that line. I don't want to stand in that line. At least you can access the big VTuber events. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Like concerts and stuff. I would love to see, if Subaru ever does another solo live, I would love to go to that. But I hate standing in line. And I know that's a thing in Japan, like everyone like, oh, this place is really good. You have to stand in line for like an hour to get a seat or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't really care. I could get good food literally anywhere else. I'm not gonna wait in line for a fucking croissant. I'm just gonna go to fucking, I don't know, fucking Paris baguette or whatever and get the fucking croissant. I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I calculated travel from Estonia to Tokyo for 1 month. Two-way trip, it'll cost 5,000 euros for 2 people. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be expensive. Mm-hmm. Can always get one of those Disney fast passes. Do they have those? Really? Okay, okay. Yeah, I hate standing in line. It's just like, for me, like, I don't care. I remember I saw some kind of article, the Hollow Fast Pass, that said, like, supposedly Japanese people have, like, more taste buds or something on their tongue, and that's why they're more, like, sensitive to taste or something like that. I don't think that's true. I think that's just, like, that, like, weird pseudoscience thing that they have. That's just something that they make up to sound cool. I don't think that's real, you know? Sounds like weeb propaganda. Why does a Duolingo bird? Oh yeah, that's right. There's like a Duolingo thing right now. If you subscribe, something happens in Duolingo. I don't know what. I don't know what. If that's the case, explain all the Kit Kats. They have over 1,000 types. 100 types. Sorry, why did I read that as 1,000? Yeah, there's this like whole like sub-genre of like pseudoscience in Japan that basically like the crux of it is basically that like Japanese people believe, some of them believe that they are like biologically different from like other humans, right? In like, it's hard to explain. Like, for example, like I've talked about this like to my friend. I mean, it's kind of true, but like some kind of master, it's kind of like that, Grimbo, actually. Can you verify my friend? Yeah, no, you have to bring your own deodorant. That is actually real. A lot of Asians do not produce body odor, or they do not sweat a lot. It's just, that is actually true. So I bought a multi-pack of my antiperspirant, and I'm taking that with me. It's very much like for example, my friend, I remember I was asking her about like medication or something. She's Japanese. I was like asking her about medications, and she said something along the lines of like, oh yeah, like Japanese people, like we don't really use this because our stomachs are weaker or something. And it's like it's too strong for us, like about like Advil or something. She's like, yeah, it's too strong for us. Our bodies are too sensitive. And I was like, what? Okay. Like something like that, you know? Where it's like, oh yeah, like I, like that there's like fundamentally some kind of like obviously, you know, humans, different ethnicities have different genetics, right? Some ethnicities are predisposed to certain medical conditions than others. That's real. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is something that is completely like made up and not proven by science. You know, like the like, you know, the alcohol thing, that is actually true. There is kind of a lot of Asians do have a certain alcohol intolerance. That is actually like a real thing. But I'm trying to think of like another, you know, when I get there, I'll probably have more examples for you. My wife's on her bachelor's degree with one group with one guy from Japan. Yeah, that's just how it is. That's just how it is, honestly. That's just how it is. You either deal with it or you leave. Brubbit, hi, welcome. Asian alcohol intolerance is a myth. I'm Asian. It's definitely like it depends on the person. I have definitely met Asians with high tolerances, and some with like absolutely zero. Oh, goodbye, Roto. Yes, get some rest. You know, like Koreans are known for heavy drinking, right? That's kind of a stereotype. I don't know how true it is. But yeah, my friend, she can't drink at all. She says that she has like kind of an allergy. I don't know if it's like an actual allergy or if she's just like an extreme lightweight. I don't know. My wife's grandmother tried to give him iodine from iodine radioactive isotope. Wait, I thought iodine was the stuff you take when you're exposed to radiation. Wait. Yeah, no, that's what you give when you're exposed to radiation, right? My friend would knock back 6 shots of tequila and start doing math equations, like, bro. Yeah. I think that's a joke. Oh, okay. As usual, another joke flies over my head because I take everything everyone says at face value. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I actually do need to end the stream here though, because my room is a mess because I was organizing things earlier today and I stopped to stream. So I need to clean my room. So this will be, this will be it for today. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I will be on someone else's stream tomorrow. I will give you that information when the time comes. But yeah, I'll be being on someone else's stream tomorrow, and then I will give you my schedule. Will be up either tomorrow or Monday. Yeah. Let me switch over to the ending screen here. Yeah, this was quite the stream. Okay. Anyone online I could send you guys to? Any of my friends online? Let's see. Oh, what is Kaya doing? Let me just check and make sure she's not ending. Oh! Okay, maybe... Okay, you know what? I'm sending you to Citrus Sunshine, who's playing Silent Hill F. Yes, we're going to Japan right now. We're going to Japan right now. Before I go, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're from. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.